Welcome to Rep031. I am your host, Jeef Keef Is, also known as Jeef Keef, the coolest keep in the city. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm on the road. Yeah.
So I'm sure you're wondering what Rep031 is all about. Well, we're basically a lifestyle show where we talk to people, we go to places, we eat some food, and of course we get to put on some clothes and be all about the 031. Today we're at KZNSA, which is a gallery based on Bulwer and Davenport Road. Today we will be talking to Skendi, who is the rapping taxi driver, aka Mugabe on the phone. And later on we'll be speaking to Kim, who is also the gallery director at KZNSA.
And I sneeze from that snow. I got the drip, I got the shit you can't afford. You can never ever pull up where I'm from. Making niggas turn up and roll up when I perform. G.O.D. that's the boy. I got the soup, I got the sauce, I got the soy. Getting liquor, sipping super.
As mentioned earlier on, we're at KZNSA, and standing next to me is Kim Kandan.
Yes.
How are you doing, Kim?
Doing good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Can you tell us more about the space?
Yes, sure. So we're a members-based gallery that was established about 120 years ago in 1902, and we were established as a membership-based organization to service the needs of our members, which was basically to build the community. It has developed since then, and especially post-apartheid, we have developed it to be more inclusive and to support the local arts economy in all its forms. And so we have basically three areas in our space. We have the gallery, which is the main focus of our business, in which we support local artists. Durban is well known to have a plethora of talent. And for us, we've noticed that this talent always seeps out into Joburg or Cape Town. And so for us, we wanted to make a space where contemporary art was taken seriously, where artists can work professionally and build themselves up. So they're incubated here with us. Now we represent them on a national stage as well in art fairs, Joburg and Cape Town, and even internationally. And so we work with the local art and incubating it and raising it up to a platform where they're noticed nationally.
That's very nice.
We also have our shop, which supports local crafters. That's also a big part of supporting the local economy, and a lot of crafters make their living through our shop. So it's an important part of our business, as well as we have a cafe that everyone just enjoys and enjoys having a vibe in.
I actually wanted to mention that not a lot of art galleries have such diversity. So was the idea just to make everybody feel inclusive?
Yes, so as I mentioned, we are over 100 years old, and so it was not always inclusive. But we, in our executive council, as it moved on over the years, made sure that we were inclusive. And so we are inclusive in terms of the artists we represent, the backgrounds that our artists come from, the levels of their career at which points they are as well. Yeah, so inclusive at as much as we can. We want everyone to feel welcome and to build the sense of community.
I get that. And to be part of like the membership you mentioned, how does one go about that?
It's extremely easy. Everyone's welcome. You can go onto our website, kznsagallery.co.za, and you can just click a link and sign up on there.
That easy?
That easy.
Oh, okay. So literally I could do that if I feel like I've got some dope artwork, then I could present it to you guys.
So having an exhibition doesn't work in that way. Currently we have our members competition running at the moment, and so if you do sign up as a member of the gallery, you can submit one work to be considered for the competition, and if it is considered, it might form part of this competition. And we have great prizes. It's first prize 10,000 Rand, second prize 5,000 Rand, third prize 2,500 Rand, and then we also award a separate prize as the KZNSA for 2,500 Rand. So there are ways that you can, as a young artist who hasn't perhaps worked or shown in exhibitions before, can get your work into the gallery. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I heard you mention earlier on that you guys also represent artists internationally. So are there any international awards that have come through from you guys?
When you say awards, I mean artists don't just work towards awards, they work towards having exhibitions.
Yes.
And so we recently just started showing and during the Miami Art Fair on a platform called Prism, and we did really well there. So that's what we're working on internationally. But in terms of competitions that we run, we do partner with national competitions, but nothing internationally.
Oh, okay. And what types of things can we find in the store?
So the store, as I said, supports local crafters. We have amazing beadwork by a crafter who's collected by galleries internationally and is part of collections internationally, Hlengi Dube. So she makes these amazing beaded necklaces that are like complete statement pieces. We have local ceramicists that make these just incredible ceramic vessels. So it starts from the traditional and the way that the crafters work in building it into a more contemporary art form that people would want in their house currently. So, for instance, the Zulu telewire ukambas has now become quite popular, whereas they were originally made in out of clay and used to store beer. They now become like a more decorative thing made out of really colorful telewire, telephone wire, basically.
So is it the same way to become part of the store? Would you have to apply online?
No. So the store is a much more relaxed way. You can send us an email with pictures of the work and what's made, and we'll say if we can work with you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. All right, well, that's all we have for you today on Rep031. Thank you so much for joining me, Kim. We will be visiting you guys again. Let us know when the competition is happening, or when you guys have the finale and stuff, maybe we can come through and cover it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
That's all for today.
I'm on the road, yeah, tryna play a role. Me and the G's on the road, yeah. Purple trees all I roll, yeah. Now they call me gold, yeah.